Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Vasudevaya.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo
Namo Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Hare
Vasudevaya.
Krishna, dear devotees, thank you so much for coming online and in person for Srimad Bhagavatam class here at ISKCON Temple. So, where we are reading from Canto 4 entitled as The Creation of the Fourth Order, and chapter number 21 entitled as Instructions by Maharaj Prithu, and text number 40. पुमं लभेते अनातिवेलम् आत्मनः प्रसादतो अत्यन्ता समं स्वतः स्वयं यन्नित्यसम्बन्धा निशभया ततः परं किम् अत्रष्टे मुखं हविर्भुजम्. So translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ji ki jai. So please listen to the instructions in the form of translation and purport very carefully because there's a lot of learning for all of us. Translation. By regular service to the Brahmanas and Vaishnavas, one can clear the dirt from his heart and thus enjoy supreme peace and liberation from material attachment and be satisfied. In this world, there is no fruitive activity superior to serving the Brahmana class, for this can bring pleasure to the demigods for whom the many sacrifices are recommended. Purport. In the Bhagavad Gita 2.65, it is said, Prasade sarva dukkhanam hanir asyopajayate. Unless one is self-satisfied, he cannot be free from the miserable conditions of material existence. Therefore, it is essential to render service to the Brahmanas and Vaishnavas to achieve the perfection of self-satisfaction. Srila Narottama Das Thakur therefore says, Dandera Charana Sevi Bhakta Sane Vas Janme Janme Hoye Ehi Abhilash. Birth after birth, I desire to serve the lotus feet of the acharyas and live in the society of devotees. A spiritual atmosphere can be maintained only by living in a society of devotees and by serving the orders of the acharyas. The spiritual master is the best Brahmana. At present, in the age of Kali, it is very difficult to render service to the Brahmana Kula or the Brahmana class. The difficulty, according to the Varaha Puran, is that demons, taking advantage of Kali Yuga, have taken birth in the Brahmana families. Hare Krishna is very heavy. Okay, this is Shastric reference, and I will explain you why it has been said like that. राक्षसः क्लीं धृत्या jayante brahma yonishu varha purana. In other words, in this age there are many so-called caste brahmanas and caste goswamis who take advantage of the shastra and of the innocence of people in general, claim to be the brahmanas and vaishnavas by hereditary right. One will not derive any benefit by rendering service to such false Brahmana Kula. One must therefore take shelter of a bona fide spiritual master and his associate and should also render service to them. For such activity will greatly help the neophyte in attaining full satisfaction. This has been very clear explained by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in his explanation by the verse Vyavasatmikaha buddhir ekeha kurunandana 2.41 Bhagavad Gita. By actually following the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga as recommended by Srila Narottam Das Thakur, one can very quickly come to the transcendental platform of liberation as explained in this verse Atyanta Shamam. The particular words of the word antivelam without delay is very significant. Because simply by serving Brahmanas and Vaishnava, one can get liberation. There is no need to undergo severe penances and austerities. The vivid example of this is Narada Muni himself. In his previous birth, he was simply a maid servant son. But he got the opportunity to serve exalted Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. And thus, in his next life, he not only became liberated but became famous as the supreme spiritual master of the entire Vaishnava disciplic succession. According to the Vedic system, therefore, it is customarily recommended that after performing a ritualistic ceremony, one should feed the Brahman. ओम ज्ञानातिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं हे कृष्णः करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपिशा गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चना गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णापृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांता स्वामी नित्यनामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चाति देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधारा शिवासादि श्री गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते कदम कानन स्वामी नामिने. Okay, Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I don't know how many of you are attached to read Srimad Bhagavatam. If it's not, please do so. Put them into your daily task. It's to-do list. Every day now our memory is very weak due to being the citizen of Kali Yuga. So many people have their phone or their gadget, they have this application, it's called to-do list. So every day, early morning, as soon as they get up and they see their phone, suddenly it pops up, these are the things I have to do. So I will not forget. So please do add so that you need to read Srimad Bhagavatam every day. It is so powerful that it has been said Srimad Bhagavatam is non different from Lord Shri Krishna. That is literally, that is book incarnation. And it gives you all the clear understanding how you can live in this material world without being cheated by anybody. Okay, all clear informations are there. Of course, since our childhood, being from Indian background, since our childhood, we have been seen and we have been taught by our seniors, by our elders, or by the society that we must respect the Brahmana class, especially those who are engaged in the Lord's service. But that's also varies many doubts and clarification when we see them that they are not up to the standard what the scripture says. I know I was when I was growing and when we used to have some brahmanas or some priestly class people at our home. So whenever they come, I always notice their mouth. It's full of tobaccos or chewing pan. And they are just spitting on the stairs or here and there, and they come. And I'm thinking, this is a low class thing. If you see the labor class people, they also, get the done their morning protein powder in the form of, all this intoxication things they get in. And this person who is claiming to be a priestly class and is going to worship the Lord, is also doing the same thing. And not on top of that, I have also seen they carrying the packet of cigarette in their pockets. And he was smoking while driving his scooter coming to our home. And I'm thinking that's not really good. But here, if you see, Maharaj Prithu, if you are familiar with this pastime, Maharaj Prithu, he is a Shaktiya Avesh avatar. He is empowered incarnation of the Supreme Personality of God. And now we are in the canto of chapter number 21st, because it's been much more has been said in the previous chapters that he is none other than Lord himself in his Shakti Avesh avatar. So now from previous 4, 5, 6 shlokas, he is instructing all this information to his citizen. It is very, very important duty if somebody is playing a role of a leader, either at a home or either in the society or anywhere. It's very, very important. There must be a Raja Rishi. Okay, they must be fully educated in the Vedic scriptures. It is very important. According to that way, the scriptures instruction, they can rule or they can instruct their citizens, because citizens are completely dependent and they look upon their leader. Okay, now this problem is there. What is the next step? That's why they made him the leader. If the leader himself is dull and dumb in his knowledge, then what's he going to do? He's going to put his life materially and spiritually into trouble, and the people who are he's guiding them. And it's been said, it is not easy. First of all, we have to be checked and blessed by our other seniors, that are we able to take up the role of a leader or not. It's not so easy. It's been said in the Vedic scripture, whoever takes up the role of a leader, he takes the 1/6 karma of the people he's leading. It's not so easy. Our own karma is very, very heavy to deal with. But if you take the karma of everybody, 1/6 part, 1/6 is also very heavy. It's very, very difficult to digest. No, it's not that so easy, because that's his duty. Make sure he himself is not sinful and his citizens are also not very sinful. So he's guiding them. Okay, what should not be done, what should be done. So he's going back and forth. Like when we go to the doctor and when we are sick, what does the doctor do? Doctor always give two type of instruction. First, he diagnoses the disease and he comes to the conclusion, sir, you ate something which is not appropriate for your body. Now you fell sick. All I want you to do, these things you should not do, and these things you should have to do. Because 99.9% problems are solved when we know what we should not do. And 99.9% or 100% problem comes because we don't know what we should not do and we do it. So here, Maharaj Prithu is instructing to all his citizens that what is the best way to clean your heart, because he's guiding them on a spiritual path. He says, please kind start serving Brahmanas and Vaishnava. And here he's talking about Brahmana Vaishnava. In earlier days, Brahmanas, those who are not Vaishnava, they were also well qualified and well respected. In previous yugas, or maybe you can say 100 years back, 200 years back, 300 people, they some were there doing it. But now here Prabhupada gives an instruction quoting Varaha Purana. He's saying now, because in previous yuga, if you see Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, and Dwapar Yuga, the Sanatana Dharma was so powerful. It was so powerful that there was no room for demon to break the Sanatana Dharma. If you see in the case of who? Hiranyakashipu. If you read his pastime, first instruction he did to all his followers, go and break all the sacrifices. Go and kill all the cows. Go and burn all the Vedic scriptures. Yeah, because when this Sanatana Dharma, these sacrifices are stopped because Brahmanas are weak, they are not easy to perform anything, and the demigods will become weaker. Okay, they will not be pleased. So these people will not get favor from everywhere, neither from the god, neither from the demigod, neither from air, and then we will be able to conquer and take them over. Okay, but those times and those yugas, these things were so strong, they were finding very hard to take them over, because they were so spiritually powerful. They can take over the demonic atmosphere, demonic people, or demonic mentality, or demonic knowledge. They were easily to conquer. They can say, no, no, this is not right. But nowadays, everything is so sinful that what they have made a plan, people, those who are from other background, they say, okay, we are not able to conquer externally. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's take birth in Kali Yuga in a Brahmana family. So externally we cannot break their practice. Let's break them internally. So they take up the role as a so-called Brahmanas. And I'm pretty much sure all of you have been familiar in your society, in your state, or in your neighborhood. If you see some people, they very, very proudly claim that they are Brahmanas. I come from a Sharma family, Bhardwaj family, this family, that family. If you see East, West, North, India, South, they proudly claim for that. And I'm pretty much sure, because when I was a kid, Kid means like 20 years old, 21 years old. And in our society, there was one family used to live, and this Mataji was very proud. Man, we are a Brahmana, we are Brahmana, we are Brahmana. Okay. And whenever there is a marriage ceremony in our society, and people go for lined up, to eat the prasadam, like not the prasadam, like food, like ice cream, many other dishes are there. And if somehow or other, if she's been somewhere in the line in the back, and she screams, let the eat brahmanas first, we are the brahmana, we should go first, we should, and you people stay back. And he said, go hell, we don't care, you're brahmana, go stay back. I mean, she wants to eat first, and she's claiming that she is a brahmana, so let her eat first. It is a duty. It is a duty of a householder whenever there is a senior person, especially a Brahmana, a Vaishnava at home. So let them eat first, then they honor after that. Okay, that was the duty. First Brahmana, then Kshatriya, then Vaishya, then Shudra. And also first kids, then older people, then then the brahmanas, then others, then the other people eat. So that is a etiquette and manners in our general day-to-day life. But this lady, and where she was lined up, where they were serving chicken. You can believe it. I know. I will not take, because I'm pretty much sure all of you are there. Only just the name of those things. When there is a sacrifice, there is a time to get the donation, then they dress up like a saffron, or maybe we are Brahmanas, this and that, only just for remuneration. And I know that, I'm pretty much sure all of you know that in Bhagavad Gita 18.42, Lord is mentioning who are actually Brahmana. समोस्त दपस तपस शौचम शांतिर अर्जवम एवचा ज्ञानम विज्ञानम अस्तिक्यम ब्रह्म कर्मा स्वभावजम. Who are these Brahmana? They are peaceful. Okay, they are self-controlled, they are austere, and they are honest, they are clean, they read scriptures patan and patan, and they teach others, and they know who is real Brahmana. Means Lord Shri Krishna, we also call Brahman, Brahma iti janate Brahmana. The person who knows the real Brahmana means the person who knows the essence of the Vedic scripture, which is Lord Shri Krishna, and he also educate others to become a spiritual person. That person is called a Brahmana. But nowadays, their qualities are not matching at all. Then who are these people? Scripture says they are the demons. They have come internally, they are breaking. The person who are innocent, who doesn't have any knowledge about the Vedic scriptures, and he will say, oh, this Prabhu has just dressed up like a dhuti kurta, he put the tilak, and now he's doing whatever he's saying means he's a Brahmana, so let me serve him. Prabhupada said, no, here. We have to be very careful, choose who are correct. There is no benefit of serving those false Brahmanas there. You will not get any, because they themselves are not practicing. In Bhagavatam, somewhere also it says, Sayan Mahat Sevaya Vipra Punya Tirtha Nisevana, means by serving those Brahmanas and Vaishnavas, those who are free from all the sinful activities, you gain, or by serving them, you get their qualities. If you don't have any qualities, how to serve the books, like how to distribute the books, serve that Vaishnava who has this quality. By serving them, automatically that quality will come into you. You don't know how to cook, just serve those people, those who know how to cook, associate with that, you will automatically imbibe all their qualities. Okay, our heart is very full of dirt. So much lust, anger, greed, everything is full of there. Just associate with those people, serve those people. By serving, all our anarthas will go away. And who is saying? The Supreme Personality of God and Maharaj Prithu is saying a simple thing: by serving them, all the dirts will go away from your heart. Then why are we not doing it? And why we are having a doubt on it? Why? It has two reasons. It's good to have doubt because we have such bad experience in the background. We don't know whether this person is also following the rules and regulations of his ashram or not. I don't know it will happen or not, because when you give the donation or anything to the Brahmana and a Vaishnava, what they do, what is their main duty to do? They take it and they use in Lord's service. But the point is, they have seen, they take it and they build their own home, or they buy their own Tesla car. And the person thinks, when we are struggling so hard in our family life, we are earning. But the point is that you do your duty. If the others are not doing, that's his dealing between him and Lord Shri Krishna. Because taking someone else's donation is also not easy, because it's also coming with some karma. But if you don't use those, either in a form of a cash or any food or anything in the service of the Lord, then all those karma will come into you. Then you have to suffer for that. That is very, very careful. We accept the donation from, and especially purposes is very, very risky chance to accept the donation from a materialistic person. If you, because especially when we are using fundraising, okay, because those money has been earned with so much sinful activity. But if you take everything and give it in the service of everything, you are purified, and the person is also part, and his hardcore sinful money has been used in the service of the Lord. So it's not so easy. Those people who are in the service, they are in a very high risk. They need to be very, very careful. I should not use any single money for myself. Sometimes people think, okay, I got the donation of $100, let me give $80 and 20 for myself, and at least anyway I went there and here. Okay, if you use in the fuel and gas and other things while using that service, that's okay. But anything on your own self, like let me buy something to eat, and then we need to be very, very mindful here. So here many acharyas, not only the scriptures, many acharyas, they have practiced this, and many acharyas, they have set an example. Bhaktere Charana Reti. Shuddha Bhakte Charana Reti. The love of Godhead is there at the lotus feet of a pure Vaishnava. Here, Narottam Das Thakur is mentioning here, Tandera Charana Se bhi Bhakta Sanevas Janme Janme Hoy Ehi. He's praying to the Lord. Oh my Lord, whenever I take birth anywhere in this material world, let me engage in the service of your pure devotee. It's simple formula. We know that in Bhagavad Gita, what is the essence? Sarva dharman parityajya. Yes, this is the words here. It's and whole India knows. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam bhaja. But now you know the formula that you have to surrender to the Lord completely. But who will teach us? Now the next question comes. I know I have to surrender to the Lord, but the next question comes: who will teach us how to surrender? Because we know the goal, but where is the process? Where is the formula? And Lord is saying that formula in Bhagavad Gita 4.34, very famous shloka. Tadvidhi pradipatena paripashnena seveya upadekshanti te jnanam jnanina tattva darshana. Please surrender yourself at the lotus feet of the devotees who are tattvadarshi, who has seen the absolute truth. First of all, start from serving. Because if you are asking somebody favor, you cannot just go and ask a favor, can you do this for me? Before asking this, you have to render some service to them. Render some service and ask in a very humble way, in a very learning way, or in a very respective way. Sir, I'm going to through this problem, not in a challenging way, because we want to get out of this material world, we want to advance. So advancement only come when we put ourselves in a humble way and not in an insulting way or any challenging way. Can you please teach me how to do this? No, it will not work. Or how did you say that? I never heard it. Baba, this is spiritual knowledge. You never heard it because you went to Asurkula, you didn't go to Gurukula. And Asurkula, they will not teach you all those things. If you go to Gurukula since your birth, then you will learn all these etiquettes. But now we can see we are here in America, children go to school and they come home and they use their parents' F and S word. Or they say, if you pressure me rice, I will call the police. Man, what kind of a teaching it is? Because children are meant to be in an etiquette, in a discipline, and because they are very childish, they are very ignorant, sometimes some harsh words, some strong words, or sometimes they get slapped and beaten for what? For their good cause. Even if parents will not beat them now or teach them now with a strong word, what will happen? If they are not beating them now, then this person will be get beaten in the future by the whole world. So parents has a right to correct them. Parents has a proper right to correct them by any means, by chastise them, by beat them if they are so bad in their behavior. What for their good cause. If they don't do it, then the whole world is there to beat them. Neighborhood, people, citizen, policeman, or sometimes they are being killed also. So it is a bad thing. Okay, but who will teach us? The spiritual master. Spiritual master is being called here as a great as Brahma and a Vaishnava. Is it right? Because he is only there for our spiritual well-being. Okay, and how do we serve him? By following his instruction, simple and clear. Whatever he asks us to, and if you don't know, if you are not intelligent enough, Maharaj, you gave me something to do, then inquire further. How do we start it, Maharaj? You asked me something to do, and for last 2 3 days or for a month, I'm trying to meditate. How can I execute your order? But I'm fine. Do you mind giving me some tips and some solution? Where should I start? And they will tell you what to do. Because when they give some certain instruction, they want you to meditate upon. And if you don't know how to execute, come and ask. Maharaj, you ask me something to do, how to do it? And they will tell you the path what to do. It's a very simple thing because here Prabhupada also write that 2.41 Bhagavad Gita. Why? It's been said a very famous slogan, and Prabhupada many times also that this is the essence of Bhagavad Gita too. This is the essence of our movement too, which is Vyavasatmika Buddhi Ekeha Kuru Nandana Bahushaka He Anantasya Buddhyo Vyavasayi Nama. Vyavasatmika Buddhi. It means if you don't have a one-pointed attention. Attention means if you don't follow the order of your guru, which he is following the order of his guru, and his guru is his guru, and all the way is going up to the Lord Shri Krishna, because we are following with the one attention goal. We are not making our any diverted plans. Our life is only dedicated to serve the order of our Guru Maharaj. When he said something to do and you are in line up means you are in the parampara. So otherwise, bahushaka, otherwise a person will open his own thing. I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that, and he's been frustrated by that. Okay, it's been because that's why it's not easy to understand the spiritual knowledge because people have their own bahushaka. They read spiritual knowledge to fulfill their own agenda. Okay, let's take this knowledge and open a hospital. Let's take this knowledge, open aged care. Let's take this knowledge, open this NGO. And after doing that, at the end of the day, they are frustrated. They think they are doing something good to the society, but actually, if you see all those things, they're only helping externally, bodily platform. Where is the question of here about the spiritual life? No, it is not easy. That's why we need to be very careful that with our spiritual knowledge, with our Vedic study, we analyze the person. Is he really a Brahma? Is he really a Vaishnava? If it's not, then don't go and just chastise him and leave it up to other to you do your duty. And then Brahmana and Vaishnava helping or serving, it's not only just for the householder. Brahmachari has to do because householders are also Vaishnavas. He also meant to serve them, to guide them in a spiritual knowledge, or in any way, he also assists them in some other services because they are also playing a very important role in our society. And Brahmana also, or Brahmachari also served the Vanaprastha and a sannyasi to assist in their spiritual programs. And similarly, sannyasis, he also served the Brahmanas and Vaishnava while guiding them because other ashramas are also Vaishnavas. Because every ashram is very unique in their own way if they are following the rules and regulations of their particular ashram. Because it's never been said anywhere in the scripture, Brahmachari, Vanaprastha, or sannyasi will go back to Godhead. A Krishna Tattva Vai, Sai Guru Vai. The person who knows the science of Krishna consciousness, he is ready to become the Guru and is ready to go back to Godhead. And in our Srimad Bhagavatam, the whole case study, if you fill up, majorities are householders. Maharaj Amrisha, Maharaj Yudhishthir, Maharaj Prithu, Prachetas. If you say all are Rajrishi kings, they are ready, they are going back to Godhead. Why? Because they have understood the Tattva in a very full-fledged way, in a very disciplined succession. That's why we need to be very careful that if the formula is there, formula has to be applied in a very careful way. And at the end of the purport, Srila Prabhupada gives an example that it's not that it is only just a theoretical knowledge. He gives an example of whom? Shri Narada Muni. He says, first of all, Narada Muni, he used to be a Gandharva, a beautiful singer. One day he's got an invitation to sing in a Brahma Loka. Then he was so handsome that he was surrounded by all the apsaras. But when he's been ordered to sing the glory of the Lord, he started singing the glory of the demigods and any other songs. And the seniors got upset. They cursed him. Now you go to the earthly planet and be a Sudra. And he got here. But due to his good fortune, by the blessings of the Lord, during the rainy season, which is now what we are going through, June, July, August, which we call Shravan. This is a rainy season, and the sannyasis and the transcendentalists, they take a break because they don't travel. Only you can travel when there is a dry. So you can sleep under the tree, you can sleep anywhere. But when it's rain, you need kind of a protection. So they stayed at one place, and they happened to stay at his town where he was staying. And he was what? A son of a maid, a Sudrani. Okay, but his mother was very, very intelligent. She knows how to advance in life because she was also engaged in those Bhakti Vedanta service, cooking for them or whatever you can say. I'm pretty much sure she was not cooking for them, but she was, yeah, she was brooming, mopping, and doing all those menial services. And she also engaged her son to go and just be associated with them because she knows what is the value of lava matra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi. She knows that, and she engaged her son go. And he was always sitting with them, listening to all the Vedic knowledge. And at the end of the day, by their permission, he says, "Sir, may I have your remnants, please?" And they get, please, oh, he's sitting whole day hearing us, so let it be so. And he was eating their blessings, their Maha. And next lifetime, what has happened? Prabhupada is saying, he's not even got liberated, but became famous as the spiritual master of the entire Vaishnava disciplic succession. Now he's the master of the master of the master of the. See the power of serving the Vaishnava. So that's why we need to take whenever we get the opportunity to serve any Vaishnavas, we must do so. We must do our part and let it be happen if it's not on a very higher level, I think. Because I think in Prabhupada, Lilamrita, no, I think it was in Transcendental Delhi by Harisori Prabhu. I can't remember, but it was there that Prabhupada father, Srila Gaur Mohan Dey, he was so advanced Vaishnava. He was so advanced Vaishnava. Every day he used to bring two, three, four people while coming from his work. He used to bring always two, three Vaishnavas, or you can say sadhu at his home. And Prabhupada says, I never used to like that because they all used to smoke bidis. But his father, being as a householder, never discriminate that, oh, they smoke bidi, I should not get them at home. No, he saw that it is my duty, I'm a householder, my duty to serve them. Even though sometimes sadhu asks bidi also, he goes and buy the bidi for them. That much respect, where can you do? He only seen the saffron dance, he only see they are engaged little bit, whatever, tiny bit problem is there in their life, let it be handled by the Lord. It's not my duty. My duty as a householder that I should bring some Vaishnava, some sadhu at my and I should feed them on daily basis. And he set an example for everybody, and he did so. So we should do our part, and rest is there. They have to do the part of their ashramas. Okay, so I'll stop here and see if anybody has any questions. So I would like to answer them, or online or offline, it's either way, in person. Please go ahead.
That very wonderful mention about serving Vaishnavas. That's one of the main quality of a devotee, the service.
Service,
Especially
yes.
serving the Vaishnavas.
Yeah.
That's how increases our bhakti
Yeah.
towards Lord Krishna. So my question is, Prabhu, like you said, 1/60% it will come to the Guru, right?
The leader.
Karma.
Yeah,
leader.
the karma. Yeah.
So general academics, the spiritual master, he will take your karma and he will give initiation and all.
Yeah.
So it will comfort the Siksha Guru also, or whoever is guiding us.
Yes, Mataji. Yes. I tell you, I was doing a devotee care course in Melbourne, Australia. It was, yes. And I was sitting next to my temple president. And Prabhu was explaining the person who was taking the course, and he was telling that it is not easy to become spiritual master because you take the karma of your disciple. And then my temple president, he elbowed me and he says, it's not only spiritual master. whoever recommends him to take initiation, they also share the karma. And who told him? He said that instruction or that wording, that statement was given to my temple president by Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. Because Jayapataka Swami Maharaj told him, be careful recommending somebody. It's not only me taking the karma, whoever is recommending, whoever is in the challenge, like temple president also takes the karma because he writes the recommendation. And how does he write? The person who is lower than him and is running Bhakti Vriksha program, because under him that student is getting trained, okay, on his word, because guru, he will not come and check you. How's your, he will only have a trust on the words of a local authority, which he will only approach directly to the temple president. And temple president is also so busy, he will not go and look at every corner to check whether they are following. And whoever is coming into their program, this is their duty, make sure they are sincere, they are determined to progress, then only recommend their name to the local authority, which is a temple president. Then he will sign a letter, then he will tell to the guru, please, this person is there, he's ready to take your shelter, kindly initiate. So everybody takes in the line. But how much they take, 1/4, 1/6, 1/10, I don't know, but everybody share it. So that's why it is very, very careful. If we are preaching somebody, when we are educating, we must give them everything, whatever we have it. Educate them, but ultimately it's up to them and Lord Krishna. But that a person should not take advantage. If he says that teachers are doing their best, Guru gave his blessings to save the child, temple president gave his blessings to save the child, and the local leaders also gave their blessing. And but this child is still doing sinful activity after being instructed by so many seniors, so he has to do it himself. He has to face the all. But accidentally happens, because we are gradually coming out of the dirt. So something will be there. But intentionally doing, it will cost us so much. Okay.
Thank you so much, Scripture.
Anything, Bhaspati Sarkar Mataji's. Please, Mataji, go ahead. I don't know how to unmute you. Are you
Hare
able to
Krishna,
speak?
Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Mataji.
Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances.
Hare
All
Krishna.
glories to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji, very nice discussion. Very nice class today, as always. Prabhu, I have a reflection when you describe about the materialistic person when he donates, actually through taking their donation, somehow it's purifying their karmas and also their um,
Existence.
um, in the existence. Yes,
Yeah.
Prabhuji. Because I heard from someone that it should not be taken any donations from the materialistic person who are not at all involved in this service. But Prabhuji, I really like when you said this point about like we are purifying. That way, it's purifying their existence, their um, karma maybe.
Yeah.
And probably at the same time, I have a question. Suppose
Please.
someone is not at all involved in the devotional service and very atheist, and but when someone asks donations, he is giving, like, and when he's giving the donations, he's thinking, oh, I'm giving them, oh, okay, I'm so great, I'm doing charity.
Yeah.
So is there any chance their consciousness will be purified by giving donations year after years? Like I like
Yes, yes, Mataji, definitely, definitely. They will be purified by your blessings because this person has no intelligence and how he can utilize his senses, his hands, his intelligence in the service of the Lord. But somewhere he has a heart that he's giving out some charity. So this is a sign of advancement. So that's why it's been said, you accept whatever he is giving and you give it offer to the Lord, you will be purified, he will be purified. One time, there's one pastime, Srila Prabhupada says, somebody came to him. He says, Prabhupada, we are offering all these flowers and fruits from the plants. What is the destination of those plants and trees? Prabhupada says, in next birth, they will take birth as a devotee. because they don't have intelligence. You are very intelligent because human have higher intelligence. They know how to utilize others existence in Lord's service. They cannot walk, they cannot offer prayer, but you went because whatever they have best in their life you picked up, and they have the best is flower. You picked up and put it at the lotus feet of the Lord, means their existence has been purified being as a tree. So in next birth they will take as a birth of a Vaishnava, and now they will continue their spiritual journey where they have started from 1%, 2%, and 10%. So in a similar way, this type of atheistic people, they are exactly like a tree. They are like a dumb. They don't have any intelligence. They only have intelligence that I need to utilize all this money for my self gratification. Among those group, those who think like that, somewhere he has said, yes, I am atheist, but at least let me donate. Some people are so miser they don't even donate.
What happened?
Even though if he's knowing it, it is going to, he doesn't care. But if he doesn't care also, until he doesn't care, still he will get a huge amount of spiritual benefit, because his service will be sung years after years. Let's see, there's so many people are there, they are giving 50 lakh, 1 crore, 2 crore, but with their hardcore money that temple has built, and his whole generation will be getting spiritual benefit even though he doesn't care. Okay, so this is the formula, because Vaishnava is very chatur. He's very, very smart, very, very intelligent. He knows how to utilize the dumb person in the service of the Lord by his spiritual tricks. So please do so. If you know anybody, some dumps are there. Hey, Mataji is not here. I think she's gone. She's out of.
Who? I'm here, Prabhuji.
Oh, you're here. Okay. Now you turn on the video. I thought maybe she was offline. So yeah, please do so. If you know many more are like that, please ask them, sign check, issue, feed them, cook them for them. Then you are happy. Mataji, in our movement, there were hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people. They were atheist, but later on they turned as a beautiful Vaishnava because they served the Lord.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Hare Krishna. Anybody else?
Arjun Prabhuji, non pranam, all good Shri Prabhupada.
Okay, Prabhu, sorry. Yeah, I will take your question. There is another question in a chat. Um, Rachana Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Okay, how to serve the Vaishnava and never feel proud of it? I think I gave the whole lecture for this, how to serve the Vaishnava and never feel proud of it. Because after doing a little bit of service, we get puffed up beyond limits. Mataji, it's okay. Don't worry, let it go, because slowly by serving them the heart is being purified, and whatever little bit dirt is there being proud, it will also go away. You can just offer all the service to your spiritual master and the Lord. They say, by your blessings I got the job, by your blessing I got the money, and by your blessing I served your own devotee. I just became the instrument. Lord is saying to Arjuna, Nimitta Matra Bhava Savisachi. Arjuna, I have already done everything. You just become an instrument and enjoy the credit. So that's what means ki Lord is feeding his own Vaishnava, Lord is serving his own people by using you. So you just take a proud of that one. Okay, I'm a devotee of the Lord, I'm a servant of the Lord. Lord used me. Lord might have used somebody else, but He used me for what? To purify my own existence. So thank you so much, Lord. So just offer all your service back to Him, to Guru, to Lord. Okay, Prabhuji, Bipul Prabhu, please go ahead. Baldev Prabhu, yes. Prabhu, you need to unmute yourself
Oh,
so we can hear your voice.
thank you, Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna.
on Tampa and giving us the opportunity to have your divine association. So, Prabhuji, very nice class. One very striking point about the initiation, as you said. So, Prabhuji, as you know, sometimes kids don't want to study, go to the school. We force them to come to the school. They get the association. They do a good job in future. So sometimes in devotee's life, in a sadhaka's life, initiation is a very big, important step. sometimes before getting initiation, we take it little bit light, do sometimes don't do. But once you get initiation, come to a guru's association who are none other than Balaram's representative, Krishna's representative. That
Hmm.
that valuable association brings a huge change in a devotee's life.
Yeah.
Jump up. So it is sometimes from the leader standpoint is very hard to, I feel that, to decide to give recommendation or not. But at the end, there's a strong belief from the person who is giving the recommendation that at least by Guru's mercy, coming to Guru's association,
Yeah.
they will be fulfilling their devotional life and
Yeah.
further progress.
Yes, yes, yes. Prabhu, that's why it's been said Vaishnavas are more compassionate. They take all the risk to help the jiva. So we need to see both sides. Okay, we need to see the person is sincere and we have trained them enough. Now you are the leader of the society, so it's your duty to train the person very well and let them educate. Look, this is not the finishing. Taking initiation. Taking initiation means it's a beginning. Means there is no U-turn. Okay, and you will get that much beautiful spiritual life, which whatever you are doing for last 2 3 years, chanting 16 rounds, serving the Lord, you will be keep doing that throughout the whole life. Nothing will change, nothing will be extra over there. So your duty is to educate them. Okay, and if the later of the life, if they do something bad intentionally, so it's their call. So they have to suffer for it, because we as the leader, how much, we can go and people's house and check
Yeah.
everyone, it's not possible. Okay, so Prabhupada also say the spiritual life is also a individual responsibility. An example is there, like a student is there in the school. Students also learns from the teacher. Students also learns from his peers. Student also learns from his seniors, and student also do the copy in the exam. So he uses all the things, okay, to pass the exam. Plus, most importantly, he also goes home and he does the self study. So everything is very important. Teacher only can give him the overview in 1 hour lecture, a 45 minutes lecture. But teacher also says, please you go home and read from this page to this page every single line. Because he can only give the overview, but detailings he has to find out himself. And if he has any question, the next day he comes back and he asks his teacher that I read this, I have a doubt this. Then the teacher answers, because teacher cannot go every line to line, word to word. A student also take the responsibility to pass the exam. Teacher give, because teacher has to teach all the 60 students in class. Some students are very intelligent, they just understand in a first go. Some takes 2 3 days, some takes, or some are really dumb. So teacher, but from his side, he's very honest, he gave all the knowledge on the table. Now it is a student's duty whether they want to be passed or not. He gave his blessings. So sometime parents comes, oh, my student got failed, this is your fault. No, I have 60 students, so how come 50 students got passed and other 10 students got failed? Of course it is my duty to teach them and I taught them well, but it is also their duty to grab it and to live with it. Make sense or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, so how it is.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Done for.
Okay, anything else? Okay, I think you have something.
Yeah, Krishna Prabhu, yeah, wonderfully explained, Prabhuji. So, for a guru also, he has to look at the student
Yeah.
before he accepts, right, Prabhuji?
Yeah,
And
it
the
is there.
student does the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? You gave both examples how there are like pseudo gurus,
Yeah.
right, and also pseudo. So, how to identify a pseudo devotee, Prabhuji?
Yeah. So the question is how to find the real spiritual master. Who will tell me where is the answer in the Vedic scriptures? Rupa Goswami says in Nectar of Instruction, the first verse, Vacho Vegam, Mansa Krodha Vegam, Jiva Vegam, Udarupasta Vegam, Etan Vegam, Yo Vishaheta Dira, Sarvam Apimam, Prithvim Shishya. There are 6 things. Vega means urge to speak, because we are trained how to speak, but we are not trained what to speak. For what to speak, the way the scripture teaches us. That's why we call it, there is a frog sitting on our tongue. Every time we get pam, 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 we just start talking and we put ourselves into trouble. Only speak when there is a subject matter to glorify somebody or to give Krishna Katha or to help someone in their spiritual path. Otherwise, do not speak anything more. Okay, but so-called swamis, they are getting into politics, to this problem, that problem. No, he's not supposed to do that. He's supposed to do on the spiritual path. Okay, vacho vega, mind control, krodha, anger control, tongue control, genital control, belly control. So these 6 things are there. You need to understand ki how much. That's why our Acharya says ki if you are going to accept a spiritual master, so at least have a relationship for 1 or 2 years. He will judge you, you will judge him. First of all, we have no qualification to judge him.
Yeah.
But still, they ask you, you please hear his lecture, serve him, write him through email or whenever he comes here, speak to him and ask question and see how is your connection. If you think he's not, that's not means his fault is from his side, because this is our connection is not connecting. So you go to other Vaishnava, hear him, serve them. And then you can see there is a, oh, I know, Maharaj speaks, exactly hits me. Then there will be a divine connection. And top of that, please play to the Lord, their Lordship. Okay, I am looking for a guru whom I want to serve. And also, Prabhupada also says that do not accept a guru until you are ready to follow his instruction. Because we are not here only just to change our name. Some Sharma to Das, 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 I got a very powerful, solid name, Ronchik name. No, we are not here to change our name, because he is here to change your life from material to spiritual. Okay, if you are ready to surrender and ready to follow whatever he is saying, then only go and approach the spiritual master. I always says that read the scripture, get trained by Vaishnava, how to be a disciple, how to be a good disciple, and by seeing your sincerity, Krishna will send a guru in your life. But if you yourself are not good as a good shishya or a good student, so how come Krishna will send somebody to spoil his life? Because he is taking your karma. Make sense or not? So what are the duties of a student. Okay, you trained yourself, because the problem is from our side, not from their side. What are the duties of a shishya, what he's supposed to do, how he serve, and when you are well trained, Krishna will send somebody in your life and there will be a connection. Then you can serve them. But if the guru is also lalachi, if he's also, very, very keen to accept many more shishya, and the shishya is also like that, then the both will have problem in their life. Both will have problem in their life. It's very troublesome. Every day he will send an email, I want, and guru has to answer his answer. Come on, man, it's a headache. Okay? Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you everybody, and looking forward to meet you this evening. Please, if you are there and you can bring your friends and family members, please do come. So 6 o'clock at ISKCON Temple. Yeah,
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
4:30.
4:30 will start, and please do come. So 5 o'clock, there will be kirtan, lecture, prasadam, and many more things to talk. Okay, thank you so much. Oh, Vamsi Vilas Prabhu. Okay, he's saying something. Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, sorry, I just wanted to hear from you how you came to Krishna consciousness and all the wonderful gurus in your life, and how you rejected some of the bogus gurus. Thank you.
Did I reject it? Prabhu, I never found one.
Okay.
I never found any.
Yes.
And actually, when I was a kid in my school, but I would say one thing about myself, that I was ever fortunate, always I was fortunate and blessed with a good teacher in my life. either school, either tuition, either school or a college or anywhere. I was blessed with a good teacher. And why? Because one of my teacher when I was 12 years old or 13 years old, she was my Hindi teacher, and she was teaching us. They say always pray to the God. I don't know who it was, but he said, always pray to the God that you always blessed with the good teacher. And I got her instruction in my life since my childhood. And
Wow.
whenever I go to the temple or went to the temple and I pray to the Lord, in either way, either it's a sports, either it's education, or by any means, kindly engage me or associate me with the good people, those who can teach me. So, on my other side, materially, I was blessed with a good teacher, and my spiritual side, I was blessed with a good teacher. So that was my fortune. And that's how I came into spiritual Krishna consciousness with the good teachers.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
And hope to see you in the evening. Thank you. Hare Krishna.